follow her. And at some point, I'm just going to slow her down, right like now. Good girl. I move away, and I can give treat to mouth, or I could do a few treats to the ground. So ideally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to support her long before she feels the need to become so frustrated. Now with continual practice for a frustrated dog is what you do is instead of moving away, we start to give them what it is they want, which is to move forward. But in the beginning, we do a lot more moving away because she's getting up. Now, that mark was actually well timed. The good girl came right at the point where she went, she had a big sigh. All right, so this is mark and move. It's a survival skill. It can be used in tight places, but you still need to practice it in a bigger area. I also recommend that so she's looking, see how she moved forward? Good girl, pop, pop. I move away, pop, 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 pop. Good girl, find it. This time I'm gonna give her a little find it. Nice, relaxed. What was I saying just prior?
Have to practice it in open spaces.
Yes, open spaces. Also practice it when there's no trigger present. Just practice the skills on walks. And that could be using it just with people. I thought it'd be perfect for her because she still checks them out, but she dismisses them right away. This is what you want with a dog too, right? All right, so let me turn. And basically, if we were to continue mark and move, yes, good girl. Now, I default back to the yes. What I marked then was she looked and she looked back. And why I move away, because A, she's getting a bit of distance from the trigger and then followed up with food. So it's like 2 rewards. Let's go. Now notice when I start off, I'm not headed directly toward Thor. I'm kind of going at an angle. Just going to slow her down. I'm going to let her gather a little bit of information. Look at that mouth going, yes, good girl. Look how she's doing this beautifully now. That's so beautiful. I love, like, it's wonderful. Good girl.
So happy.
I know. So what I don't want to do is go so close that she feels the need to get too excited. So I'm just going to slow her down. Yes, good girl. I mean, it's a good thing you're responding to that. Yes, good girl. Notice I'm doing the move away before I get the food. Good girl. Okay, let's go. So she's a very food-motivated little girl. So this lets her still check out Thor, but do it at a place where that she can feel a little bit more. Yes, good girl. What a good girl. That is keeping her nice and settled. Good job. You're so pretty. Okay, let's go. Now, if she happens to want to go that way, then I don't make her go that way. To me, she knows that good girl. She knows that dog is there. And if she... Good stopping. The more she has an opportunity to see that dog and gather that information. Do you see how her mouth is going? Nom, 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 nom? So she's taking in Thor's scent. And the more we allow her to do that, the more then she gets calmer. But I always read her, good girl. I always read her body language. I'm going to let her look, but if I see she's starting to get a little tall, then I'm going to intervene and support, right? Now, scratching is a sign of early stress, but it could be the harness. But I do take note of it in my head. I also take note that there's a lot of sniffing going on, but that could be just a nice rewarding environment. The tail is down. Yeah, good girl.